Morning, friends, and Merry Christmas to you. Get myself organized here. I'm glad that you could join me. And for those of you who do celebrate Christmas, I know it's a special time of year, but you know what? It can be a little on the lonely side. Don't you notice that sometimes? If you have to be separate from people that you care about, and that can be difficult. So I'm just aware as I'm pulling my own little life together here for Christmas. And just to be conscious of the people who are missing someone, who are wanting to have something really magical happen. Hi, Magnificent Bina. Welcome. Just getting organized here. I've got my Christmas deck and the angels because I figured angels would want to be part of the party. Duh. And so let me light up our Palo Santo. Hey, Serenity. Welcome. So glad to see you guys today. And we're just lighting up this Palo Santo as a symbol of our willingness to accept what we cannot change and to be able to rejoice in what we can change. And that the divine has given us the power to understand the difference between what it is that we can change and what it is that we can't. So I have Christmas messages for people this morning. Good morning, Christina. Glad to see you here today. And really wanting to lift up people who need to know that they matter and that their universe has their back, even though they may not feel it sometimes. Isn't that true? Sometimes life can turn the tables on us and bring us surprises. So I just am switching out my candle because I don't know how, I don't like how that looks. I'm not too perfectionistic, you guys. Just enough. Okay. Serenity. Oh my goodness, jumping right in for a private. I mean, I always say private, and of course it's not private because you are receiving your reading in the public eye. But thank you, Serenity. I appreciate your Christmas gift. It means a lot to me. And what I really enjoy, especially, is how people can be impacted by somebody else's reading, that we really are. Oh, thank you so much, Christina. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for your gift. I really, really appreciate it. But the fact that we do have the capability of sharing with others our most intimate times and during these collective readings. I can't tell you how many times it's happened where somebody who doesn't even know the situation is blessed by the reading. So let me just, oopsie, hold on. I have to grab my tea, my pillow. I'm starting off a little disorganized today. So thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it. All right, let's go. Okay, so first we're going to draw Archangel card for my dear Serenity, and then Christina is next. And so we're going to draw a card for this very special message for you. You've shown up here today. The angels want to bless you. Oh, Serenity. Hello from heaven. Okay, so Serenity. It may be that someone dear to you has passed to the other side during this year, or it could be that this is an ancestor who really wants to reach forward and to bless you today. So let's get started here with our Christmas deck. Let's draw some clarity. Blessings from heaven. Hey, let's see here. Can you see this okay? Oh, yeah. All right. Put this over here. And we have. Yes, so this generosity that's showing here, where the wealthy figure is giving gifts to the people surrounding them, that's an important part of this for you, Serenity. And strength. Okay. So I will tell you, Serenity, there's someone on the other side who is so proud of you. They're watching what's going on in your life and they see that you've been in a bit of a struggle, that there's been some things going on that have weighed you down. Sometimes you know how it feels when it's cold outside, and there's a part of you that has been struggling a little bit. You may have been struggling financially, that maybe you are one of the people who has been depending on strangers to lift you up and help you, and that your person sees you as so strong that even though you've had some challenges during this year, you have really matured. And a part of you is looking at life differently right now. And as you have tamed your inner insecurities and you've brought your fears into submission, where you have been willing to look for what God is doing in your life, is opening up a brand new avenue. There's something coming forward for you, Serenity, that is brand new. You're going to recognize it because there's something that's going to make you giggle, that you'll be giddy with joy. I see this pink cloud that's surrounding the Ace of Pentacles. And I do believe with all this pink that I'm seeing in the reading, that you're going to be noticing some new love coming your way, and that your person on the other side wants you to do not give up, do not let discouragement get in the way. As you look for the love it is that you're seeking, it is going to come to you in a surprising way. Don't be surprised if you end up with a friendship that starts to take on a romantic turn. There's a fresh start coming. It is a loving connection. So your person on the other side is cheerleading for you. But you are going to be meeting someone who is going to be very, very different. All right. So talk to your person that's on the other side. Allow yourself to meet up with them in dreams and as you're taking walks outside, and let this person shower love on you. Okay, Serenity? Let's move forward here. What a beautiful angel. And who of us doesn't want to receive messages from those beautiful beings who have passed to the other side? Even though it could be painful to have this situation, you are not disconnected. Okay, all righty. Christina Rose, let's see what it is that the angels have for you. And then I'm going to be reading for the collective. So if you're watching along, don't worry. There'll be a card drawn for you real shortly. Okay. You're welcome, Serenity. And thank you for your support. I appreciate so much all that you bring to my channel. Okay. Christina Rose, we have sensitivity. Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Boy, that's the truth, isn't it, my friend? Let's just draw. Let me just mix my cards a little bit. What is it, right? Gosh, what is it that Christina needs to know today to bring her into what is this message? I mean, in a way, Christina's saying, well, yeah, duh. Of course, that's what's going on. But let's see what the inner message is, what's lying underneath. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have Jack Frost, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, can you see those okay? See, yeah, okay. Well, gosh, this completely resonates with what I sense for you, Christina, because being out in the cold, right? I mean, when I look at this figure, this frozen figure here that is out of reach, out of touch. And the idea that as this situation has changed your life so much, that there is life here, because we have the death card here. Of course we do, duh. But we have all of this life. And what I'm aware of, first of all, is that this king that is laying down here on the ground and the crown has fallen off, but this is the hope that we all cling to. Now, not everybody believes this, but I was raised in a religion, I was raised Catholic and then spent many years as a born again Christian before I transitioned into, I'm evolving into greater spiritual knowing. And so the idea that when someone passes, they are still alive, that death does not capture the person's essence, that death simply removes them from our consciousness. In a way, this could be a ghostly figure. And it makes me wonder if you've had people, if this person has been visiting your dreams. And, but on the other hand, get this, in a very real way, this person ghosted you, right? I'm sorry to laugh, but it is so ironic that when we're ghosted, it is such an empty feeling in our human life when someone ghosts us. And it's painful because we don't know why, we don't know why they did it or what they did. But in this situation, though, this is a true ghosting. And this is a time where I believe you're going to be having some psychic experiences. I know that, Christina, you are very aware of your spiritual gifts, that you have had knowings that have happened ever since you were a child, and in a lot of ways, probably made you a little bit. Even wondering if you're crazy because you saw things, you heard voices, and what have you. And so this particular ghosting is really brutal. However, this card is surrounded with life and color. Okay. So the fact that this ghostly figure comes back to visit, and I notice like this figure here that's holding up that cross and is so protective of this little family here. And I feel like that's the message that the universe itself is coming to your rescue. This Knight of Pentacles is the support of the universe, and I know you've seen it in your friends and what's going on. A very slow moving knight with a warning and an admonition and a lot of love for you to not pressure yourself to need to move any faster than you can move. There is no blessing in trying to rush through this current season that you're in. This beautiful red cape here strikes me as the family of origin, of course. And so sometimes when we go through a loss like this, it throws you into a remembrance, not in your mind, more in your body, of all of the loss ever since you popped out of the womb. That's kind of the blessing of a shocking occurrence like this, because it does create kind of a life review. And then with the Seven of Cups, all of these options that face you on the daily, where your emotions are all over the place and they're wiggling and moving. But there's this constancy of angelic protection that's right here, right now. And that the universe understands how tough it is to make the decisions that you need to make. But this is really a pause, isn't it? Where you have to honor your body and you have to honor your heart. You need to rest when you need to rest, eat when you need to eat, and not be pushed into anything that you're not ready for. The fact that these cards would come out today in just this way makes me want to pull out this little figurine that you guys know that I use as a reminder in my own life that you have an inner being and that your inner being loves you so much. And that as you turn toward your inner being in in your weakest state, you will always find that embrace. The only time that we feel terrible is when we forget that we have a divine connection. And when you go through a really hard time, it's sometimes easy to detach because of having hurt feelings about what's going on. but the universe is here right now through these cards and through the love of all of us who are watching right now to lift you up, Christina Rose. Okay. So you wrap your arms around yourself, give yourself a big hug, and just know that you're right exactly where you need to be with this ghostly figure. Okay. Beautiful cards for you, my friend, and so much love for you as you go forward here. Okay, so it is time for a reading for the collective. So thank you for being so patient. I'm Catherine, and this is Pattern Breaker Tarot because as we step into 2025, I have a mission, and my mission is to equip all of us, excuse me, is to equip us to be able to break the patterns that are holding us back from being at our best. So let's take a peek for my beautiful friends. What is the Christmas message for you? And for those of you who are visiting who don't practice Christmas, that's okay. It's just my way of setting up the theme. So you do not have to believe like I believe, but I want you to be able to receive what it is the cards have for you. Overcoming difficulties. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that there is another reader online, White Feather Tarot, and I love her so much, Reem. And her, whenever I see a white feather come out in my readings, I always recommend that you check her out because she does readings every day. And you will love, yes, Mystic Christina, isn't she wonderful? So whenever this card comes out, I always recommend if you're here with me right now, don't leave yet, please. But when you're finished watching this card, go ahead and check her out. Okay. So, what is it, my friend? You have been having, and maybe it's been a tough year. I've gotten that indication a couple of times in the last week where some people are going to be very glad to see 2024 come to a close, that there's been a lot of turmoil and a lot of unsettledness, and it's been really troubling you. So let's take a look, my friend. What is it that the cards have for you? And we have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. Very interesting. I love my Christmas cards. I waited 3 years. I saw them 3 years ago, and I was like, "I have to have them. I love them so much," and I just put it off and put it off, and then this year I treated myself, and I'm so glad I did. These are so beautiful. So, my friend, overcoming difficulties. So you're at a place where you've had to be learning things. There's been a mindset change where you had to release some habits that you had, and you may have been a person who holds hard feelings, that you when you're hurt, it's almost as if you wear the pain of the hurt feelings as a shield, and it keeps you safe from having hurt feelings, but it also keeps you alone. And so through this last year, it's like the universe has been guiding you slowly but surely to release the hurt from the past and see yourself as lovable and to see yourself as deserving of a better situation. And now, at this point, yes, you're accepting it. You're like, okay, I cannot change those other people. I cannot change what happened. But the promise of Archangel Jeremiah, I think that's how you say his name, is that the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So, no matter how it looks, the fact is that your willingness to look at your patterns and to be able to change how you see things is ushering you into a really good chapter. How timely that the end of the year is here when you can mark a change in your mindset and allow yourself to sit on the throne of your own life. The Queen of Swords is someone who really understands what it's like to manage her thinking. She knows that people have done things in the past that have been hurtful. She understands that we are dealing with human beings who have flaws, but she's able to look at that situation, use that sword of wisdom to split herself from unhealthy relationships, from unhealthy habits, and from unhealthy mindsets that are separating her from making progress. The page is a messenger and also a student. And as I look here at how the page is looking back at the queen, the page is saying, I am here to help you ascend. You have been through a difficult time, my dear viewer, and the universe knows. Do you journal by chance? Do you write down some of the things that have been troubling you? I wonder if that might be helpful for you. One thing that could happen is that there might be a melting of your heart as you release some of the people from your past. This is one of the things the Queen of Swords needs to remember, that even though there's been things that are wrong and need to be corrected, you never want to shut the door of your heart, because that warmth of the heart is what's going to bring you to a place of noticing your progress. You have come such a long way. You are not who you used to be. You're able to grow. And that's what the universe is wanting for you. Your special Christmas message is to release yourself from the pain of replaying in your mind over and over again. Why did they do that? Why did this happen? You're done with that. Even though some hurtful things are happening, you are willing to let it go. A good affirmation for this right now is, even though I don't know how, I want to let go of the situation now. Even though don't know how, I want to be free of my past right now. Even though I don't know how, I release myself to learn the lesson and go forward right now. Telling yourself stories like that instead of repeating the offenses that have happened is going to make a huge difference. And if you weren't here earlier, excuse me, White Feather Tarot, my sister tarot reader here on YouTube. I love her so much. And I do feel that you're going to find a deep reading that will add to this story when you go visit her. Okay. Okay. Let's go forward for our collective. A special Christmas message. We've had kind of some deeper readings here that I wasn't expecting that, but so many times the holidays bring us to a place of pain and humility because there's someone that we wish we could see that we can't. Excuse me. I'm just getting I'm getting over laryngitis, so every now and then my voice goes out on me. Mm, a little warm tea just tastes so good. Okay. For my dear collective, welcome. This is Catherine. You have found Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we are all about helping people recognize patterns that are holding us back from our highest good and asking the guidance of the angels today in our special Christmas message. I'm Catherine. I'm glad that you're here. Please do hit the thumbs up and the subscribe if you're enjoying my readings. I deeply appreciate that. Okay, clear sentience. Archangel Raguel, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings, as they signify divine guidance. Okay, so as we're looking at patterns that could be separating us from guidance, we're looking here at the promise that as you release yourself from just negative thinking spirals where you're always questioning, why is this happening? Why does good stuff happen to other people? And all of that selfish sort of thinking, and we release that, that the angels want to come and replace our obsessions with divine messages for sure. And yes, clairsentience is one of the intuitive skills that some people. are quite familiar with, but some people don't even realize that there's a call on their life to be more in tune with spirit. Look at the now, you guys, the last reading, these exact cards came out. Isn't that strange? And I'm just digging from the middle of the deck here. Very interesting. Okay. So you are getting messages. Okay, my friend, there's no accident that you're watching this reading. Thank you for those likes, you guys. I really love it. It means so much to me for you to take the time to be here with me today. So, yes, as we look at these cards, the angels are definitely trying to get your attention. This Queen of Swords, remember, is a queen who takes control of her thinking. There was a man years ago, and he was called Zig Ziglar, was his name. And he made up the term stinking thinking. And he kind of kidded people and teased people about the idea of eliminating thought patterns that are not helping, and that all humans have a tendency to have stinking thinking going on in their energy. Okay, I just have to block my sun a little bit so that we can see the cards. Okay, the stinking thinking, what can happen if we don't know any better and we are constantly ruminating on what's been going on that we don't like? And so, even today, even the fact that you tuned in for this reading and you're hearing my voice that's saying to you, the angels are speaking to you every day. And as you step up in belief, even if you don't believe it, begin to be grateful for it. Even though I don't know how, I'm hearing spiritual wisdom right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm connecting with my angels right now because as you claim it, it will sweep in for you. The Queen of Swords really wants for that balance to be able to use that sword to sort out what thoughts are serving her and what thoughts are holding her back. There is something going on with you with something that you do, could be your career, it could be the way you do life, that you do quietly have the sense that you're making progress and that you're moving forward in the positive. But the people in the background, the peanut gallery, like I like to call them, they may be a little jealous of you and they may not know how to support you. This conflict that's going on here, where these um, fellows, these players, they are enjoying conflict. They're having a snowball fight and they've laid their wands down to tussle, to wrestle with one another. So it does show this when I look at the Five of Wands showing up and the Six of Wands, it's showing there's something unsettling going on in your environment right now. And it's causing you um, actually, I feel like it's causing you to press in and find your angelic guidance. You may have had a dream lately where you have had an experience of feeling that you're rising above a certain situation. And so I think that as you're traveling through the end of this year, to really mindfully watch yourself and see what patterns are repeating. Are you being called to step forward in your life in a way that others may not understand? Are you being called to step out into your spiritual gifts? Are you a reader? Are you involved in healing? It seems like this call to help others recognize where they've lost their power and be able to pull them back into alignment might be part of what's going on for you. You may want to take a meditation class or a class in spiritual or energetic healing, grabbing a Reiki class, taking any sort of education to help yourself go through here. But the angels are really wanting a deeper connection with you. All right. So use your discernment, stay straight up committed to evolving spiritually because messages are coming to you 24/7. And as you begin to trust them, you're going to feel yourself rising above this middle ground and into a more supernatural relationship with your guides. Okay, hold on for a second. Yes, thank you, Bina. Those of you who are watching, I love, love, love to do love magnet readings. Love magnetism has to do with self-love and romantic love. And if you've been trying to manifest something and it's just not coming through for you, it can be very frustrating. So all you have to do is pop into my calendar and we can have a chat, 15, 20 minutes, and I can ask you some questions to help you figure out why you're manifesting the opposite of what you're wanting. So if that sounds like fun for you, I love to meet people on the phone, and I hope you take me up on that. Okay, let's go forward for my collective. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot. We're all about finding those patterns that are keeping us from what we're wanting, right? Who wants to wait if you don't have to wait? So I'm going to shuffle these cards again because I was so curious that those same cards came out in two readings in a row. Okay, a special message for my friends who are watching right now. Let's see who is coming to the party. Beautiful. Ooh, great. Prosperity. Thank you, Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided for as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams. Who wants to have a little bit more prosperity in 2025? Anybody here hit that thumbs up? Join the energy of having a newly prosperous 2025. Let's see what the cards have for us. Thank you, Archangel Ariel. What is the rest of your message? Okay. Now, this is very interesting because this card shows some bondage, some fear around our prosperity. Let's see what else we have. Ah, it's hard, isn't it, sometimes if your prosperity seems to be missing? If you've been working so hard and waiting so long to have a change in your fortunes, and it can seem like you're never getting anywhere. Anybody resonate? Well, Archangel Ariel is here to soothe that upset, to help you have an open and more prosperous mindset. So, hi, Anjali, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So, let's take a look what's going on. First of all, there is some concern, some pain, some feeling like you're left out, that no matter what you have tried hasn't worked. And some of us can feel like we're in bondage, that it's a trap, and that we'll never achieve the prosperity that we're wanting. And so, right now, if that's you, you must realize that you are creating your own version of reality because you have more strength and power than you know that you do. Notice that behind her is this castle. And the castle symbolizes the wishes coming true, the shelter that's desired, the provision that's desired. All of it is right behind her. She can't see it because she is bound. She's got a blindfold on, and there's this ribbon of green wrapped around her. Green is the symbol of the heart chakra. So, this figure, a lot of times we hold ourselves back because of fear, and we just feel like the future, even if it's prosperous, would be harmful to us. So we have self sabotage where we are accidentally holding ourselves back. These swords all represent her thoughts about her life so far. And then there have been losses, disappointments, betrayals. There's been times when jobs were taken away. There's been times when money disappeared completely, and there was like, what are we going to do next? And these life issues can trap us. But notice, there's nothing tying her feet. she could walk right out of this little jail that she's built for herself, and she can use her feet to walk out, ask for some help, and turn things around. This angel right here with these two swords, one of them is anger, the other is fear. And again, look at how she's blindfolded, holding these swords over her heart as if to protect herself. And the reality is, behind her, again, across this river, behind her is that fruitful future. So, Archangel Ariel here is here today to remind you of a superpower that you can work on right now, no matter how many coins you have in your current life, that it is the angel's desire for you to prosper even when things are missing, or you feel like something's missing. I don't feel prosperous. And what is the superpower? It's gratitude. It's being able to notice the things in your life that are working out right now. Do you have a roof over your head? Did you get to eat today? Do you have water to drink? I mean, you wouldn't be watching me if you didn't have electricity, the ability to tune in to a YouTube reading. That alone is a sign of prosperity, because the energy that I am pouring out here is coming at you free of charge. And the energy that you take it in, you're receiving this message. There's no money here, it's free of charge. So, as you grow this crop of gratitude habits, you can go right here to the YouTube search and you can just put gratitude meditations, and many will come for you right into your stream, and just start listening to people who are creating gratitude material. It's not okay. So, what we have here is the crop, the fruit of this prosperity tree. It's not ready for picking yet. And looking back here to Ariel, she's starting to pour out the prosperity to the people below, but it's just trickling out. So that's the same energy as we have down here. If you pick the fruit too early, it will be sour, right? And that's no good. So the idea of taking on a gratitude practice, I mean, honestly, if I could jump into your world right now, like if I showed up at your front door and rang the doorbell so I could give you a hug and say, my friend, believe me, gratitude changes everything. The vibration of gratitude will lift your spirits. And what happens then? You meet the right people, you accidentally go to the right places, you begin to see how the divine works on your behalf. So, this gardener, they have not learned their own lesson yet. See how he's standing there? He's like, oh, brother, how long do I have to wait? So, if I was in his world, I would be saying the same thing to him. I say, take your eyes off this crop, turn around, and find 5 things you can be grateful for, and do it right now. Okay. Prosperity comes in a lot of forms. Sure, it's money part of the time, but you can be prosperous in your friendships. You can be prosperous in your body condition. Did you get over an illness this year? Are you seeing changes in your own life that are allowing you to have more peace and joy? These are symptoms of prosperity. Okay. An excellent message, you guys. The number 6 is repeated at the top of my page right now. So be sure to do a search for the spiritual meaning of 6, because I believe there is a message there for you. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, let's go on for our collective. Thank you for visiting me, you guys. This is Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we're all about finding the patterns in our own life that are separating us from our good. And our angelic messages for Christmas, clairvoyance, and we have Archangel Raziel. Now, remember, you can always do a Google search on the spiritual meaning, excuse me, on the spiritual meaning of Archangel Raziel. And by that I mean, oh, excuse me. By that, I mean that you can come to a place of understanding more about this archangel and what he brings. Hey, Roxy, welcome. Glad to see you today. Okay, so I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Okay, what is it that's going on with you, my friend, where you're not clearly seeing heavenly love? Have you been putting a lot of hope into earthly love? Have you been hoping for earthly human love and it's caused you to forget that heavenly love is our purpose? Heavenly love is what we're supposed to interpret as a human. That when we depend on human love, we're always going to come up short. Why would I say such a thing? I know some of you are looking for your soulmates, and I appreciate that. But a lot of times, the reason you're waiting so long is because there's a mistaken belief that, or not even, I don't even think it's a mistaken belief. I think it's an unknown block that there's a human being who could bring you what only divine can. So let's take a look here. So, yes, here's this dream for a soulmate in a family. Our wonderful 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. This is beyond a wish come true. This is the kind of connection that changes life. All right. Now, again, right away, we're looking at the message is to clearly see heavenly love. So, is it possible that heavenly love is the anchor for the happy human family? I don't think there's anybody that would argue that point because every human's going to disappoint you at one point. But if you are in a place where you understand that the spiritual devotion is the key to finding the human connections that you're wanting, the hermit card is that card of wanting to know this connection. And then, oh gosh, this is such a great reading. Okay, so anybody who wants a soulmate, I feel like this read is especially for you. So if you're listening and you're wanting a soulmate, listen in. The Archangel Raziel is calling you into this hermit mode. Look at, we have the same bearded character dressed exactly the same. Look here how the hermit is dressed in this lavender, meaning there's something missing. There's something that needs to be connected inside of you on who you are as a spiritual being. Why would someone pick you for their soulmate? Why? What is it about you that they recognize is strong enough to create a sustainable connection? And I will tell you that the people who make the most out of their human relationships are the ones that understand that only source can be source. No human can love you as deeply as source loves you. Once you can line yourself up and you understand who you are as a spiritual being connected to the divine, you are better able to handle the frustrations of a person. Okay. And so look at the gifts on the back. Part of the reason I love this deck, because this hermit, as they are seeking spiritual guidance and spiritual knowing and beginning to understand heavenly love, they are just loading up this backpack with gifts for their future partners. I say partners, plural, but because, of course, there's friends, business companions, and soulmates. All will profit and benefit from the gifts that you learn to give through your spiritual connection. This card being placed between the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, these are both family cards. These are cards of manifestation of true love, and it's human love. These two cards represent human connections and human love. Okay, so what we see coming is this incredible blessing that's on its way. But the angels are saying it's that spiritual connection that comes first. Okay, my dear friends, this is a fantastic promise. What I want you to do today is grab a piece of paper and write down what it is you're wanting from humans right now. If you had a human in your life, a sister, a brother, a soulmate, a woman, a man, what is it that part of your brain thinks would be fixed if you had the partner? Write it down. And then see if you can, in your mind's eye, go back to that list and ask yourself, can I let the divine meet that need? Is there a way I can connect so deeply with spirit that I begin to see what's possible for me in building my human relationships? Any of you looking for a soulmate, you may want to pop into my calendar and have a love magnet reading. They are no charge, and it's a way for me. Look at, I have to straighten the cards. I'm no perfectionism here. But if you'd like to chat with me, 15, 20 minutes, and I can help you understand how you are manifesting singleness. Why are you manifesting singleness right now when everything in you wants to be with someone? Don't wait. Hit Bina. We'll put the scheduling link into our stream here, and you all you have to do is click it, and you can speak to me. I would love to do that. I speak on WhatsApp or regular phone here in the States. And also, if you want to reach out and ask me any questions about today's readings or anything you want to know, there's my email address. So please do send me a message. Roxy, stepping up, wanting a personal reading, and I'm happy to do it for you. What is Roxy's Christmas message for today? Let's see. Okay, which archangel's here for you, my friend? And Archangel Michael. Beautiful. Archangel Michael is the king of the angels. He's the boss man. He's powerful. He is absolutely at our service. Archangel Michael waits for us to ask him to help us in our situations. Crystal clear intentions, Roxy. Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Now, Roxy, I hope you don't mind that I tell a tale on you. Roxy's been working with me for a long time, and we've had some conversations in the past because some manifesting teachers teach that you can manifest anything you want. That and anytime, whatever it is you're desiring, there is a way for you to manifest everything you want. And and that's true in a sense. However, you will have faster and more desirable results when you focus one at a time. I know that might be controversial for some people to hear because there are a lot of teachers out there that say no. If you want to if you want to manifest 2 or 3 things at the same time, there's absolutely nothing stopping you. And to which I say, well, that might be true, but think about the Olympics and how you might have an athlete that is a skier and they want to win a gold medal in skiing. And they are also a synchronized swimmer and they want to win a gold medal in synchronized swimming. They would have to train to world class level to win. So is it possible to train that hard on 2 sports and win? And I would say probably not. So what this message is for you, Roxy, is if whatever it is that you're wanting, are you willing to put to the side your other desires and focus 100% on what it is you truly want? Okay? So here is your message. Let's see what the cards have for you, my friend. Number one, we have Ace of Cups, starting of something new in love. So I would say that's a pretty confirming message for you right off the bat. And I love the fact that we're here at Christmas. And I feel like the message is here, slow and steady wins the race. It's like tortoise and the hare, slow and steady win the race. Secondly, we have Queen of Cups, beautiful energy here. And I believe the energy of the Queen of Cups is definitely going to support you. There's a softness about this energy of the Queen of Cups, the liquid flexibility. I know that you are an earth sign, being a Capricorn, and so being more flexible, more fluid in your beliefs is going to help you. And we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so no question, Roxy, this is an easy read. There is no question that getting truly clear on what you're wanting and moving forward with a single focused desire, unwavering faith. So, as you do the work of preparing yourself to be the very best partner that a person could have, that as you look at your own doubts and your fears and your insecurities, and you do spiritual surgery where you address the things that are separating you from what it is you're looking for. It's going to be about this fluidity and being able to, how do I say, um, like modulate and mitigate your natural tendencies with the Capricorn sign, a little bit of the weak side of Capricorn. So, Roxy, are you familiar with the guy? His name is the astrology guy here on YouTube. I love him so much. You can go to his channel, Astrology Guy, and look for the do's and don'ts of dating a Capricorn and watch what your strengths are, which are wonderful. And then, especially at the second half of the recording, he shows your flaws. And there are things about the Capricorn, there's things about the earth signs that need to be adjusted. Think about a garden where you want to plant the new seeds for the new season, but what's happening is that it's the ground is too hard. The ground is hard and it needs to be broken up, right? That's part of what's going on for you. That there's things in your heart and in your past and around your life that is not ready to have seeds planted on it. So we have this desire to have something new in love, but there's a long way between the ace and the queen. Ace, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, page, knight, and then queen. So there's growth that needs to happen. As you stay focused and you believe that the divine has promised you a partner, taking these slow, gradual steps and growing yourself up. Nobody wants to marry a child. People want to marry someone who is fulfilled and filled with love and joy. The partner's not supposed to be filling you with love and joy. No, no, no. That's for you to fill your own cup with self concept and beliefs that you are the best partner you can be. Then, as I love this Three of Wands, ready to travel, bag on the back, filled with goodies, ready to set out on this mission of finding your person. I believe 2025 is going to be a very fruitful year for you. I believe you sense that also. I also know that you've put yourself on a very tight time schedule, that you believe this is going to happen in a certain time. And again, that's kind of a Capricorn-esque. And I would encourage you to trust the process of filling your own cup with a divine connection that will sustain you and equip you to create a sustainable connection. Okay. Just a fantastic reading. I'm going to leave these cards for y'all to look at for a second, and I have to run off and grab my charger cord because I'm running out of steam. Thank you for your patience, you guys. I love you all so much. All right, let's take a peek here. Roxy, feel free to reach out I know you will. And let's talk about this because I really love this message for you. And Archangel Michael is right here to help you. All you need to do is to call on him and ask for that help. Okay, phone is charging, so I can be on for a little bit longer. I love that. I love these Christmas readings. It's so fun. Okay, so let's see who is next. All right, my friends in the collective, a Christmas card for you. Thank you so much for visiting me. This is Catherine. It's Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we're all about finding ways to break the patterns in our life that are holding us away from the very thing that we're wanting, right? Self sabotage can be a difficult habit to break, a difficult pattern to break. Okay, so what is our Christmas blessing here? All right, wonderful. We have Archangel Uriel stepping up with a Christmas blessing. And, oops, sorry. And it's saying, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. You know what to do. Okay, so somebody who's watching us right now, you're involved in kind of a tricky situation. You may be, somebody might be pressuring you to do something or to think a certain way, and something has just been bothering you a little bit. Like, yellow flags, or you're getting little warnings that something is not, that's not what you're thinking. Shamira, you're feeling this is for you. Yes, there's something going on where it just feels confusing. It feels like if you make the wrong decision, something bad will happen. Okay, so let's see. What is it? Archangel Uriel. I can't tell you for my own life and for my clients, when people say to me, I knew, something in me knew that this was the wrong choice and I did it anyway. Why do we do that to each other, huh, Shamira? Let's take a look here. What is the tarot guidance? And see, this Ten of Swords, broken dreams, pain, betrayal, somebody who is not looking out for your highest good. Could this snowman survive in the heat? No. Somebody in this reading right now who's hearing me, there's a human situation that's pressuring you, and you feel that melting feeling, that sense of, well, who am I? Who am I? Well, you're very important, and the people in your life need to be treating you that way. See what else? And peace. Yeah. Look at these two cards. Total opposite. We have this sense of being worn down and being mistreated or disrespected, not honored, right next to this beautiful angel that says, in its essence, there is something better for you. My voice is getting scratchy, and that's always my sign that it's the sign that the throat chakra is being blocked. There's something going on right now where you are not able to speak your truth. You're fearful. Yes, there's this inner conflict that's going on in your mind. You have been playing ping pong. You know that game, table tennis, where you're going back and forth and back and forth. Should I say it? No. Should I keep it? No. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And this is very tiring, and it wears out and pulls at your energy. Okay. So the thing is that peace, having peace of mind, is worth its weight in gold. And one of the gifts that spirit brings to us is the ability to find peace of mind, even in turmoil. And if your current situation is pulling at you, you watch the people around you who are struggling and they're just not taking life seriously. They're going in a circle, they're not maturing. And then you have this sense of being betrayed and being let down and being so disappointed about people. Okay. And then, though, your divine right your divine right is to have peace of mind. And no matter who is harassing you or who is picking at you to be different than who you are, that's where you can line yourself up with the angels and ask for their help. Okay. So, Archangel Uriel, Google Archangel Uriel, Uriel, and just read about this angel. And I bet you anything that you'll feel as you read about this angel that you'll sense that there is a way out for you. Okay. And the idea that is you, as you go forward, trusting the divine, that you will be lifted out of this turmoil. Now, in my life, I know that turmoil can still go along around me and I can find peace. I've been learning to meditate. I'm using an app that's called Waking Up, and it's fantastic. It's Sam Harris teaches 10 minutes a day and teaches you how your own thoughts can just torture you about stuff because there's certain things in life you cannot change, but you can always change your thoughts. And if you want to try meditation, you can email me, and am happy to send you a link where I can give you a free month and you can use all of the resources in the app and really try it out and see if it is for you. Because I am learning how to find peace of mind even when the people in my life are not having peace of mind. And I'm finding that I can endure a lot better. I can't change other people's behavior. I can't change their mindset. I can't make them act a different way. And so I'm learning, I'm 72, I'm a slow learner, but I'm learning that if I can grab peace and cling to it, that it really doesn't matter what the people around me are doing. Okay. So thank you. That's a great reading. Good for me too. And just to keep reminding me that looking for peace in the midst of drama is always going to bring me to a better place. So thank you. Thank you, Shamira. I'm glad that this was helpful for you, my friend. Okay, let me take a sip of my tea. And we're going to go a little bit longer than usual today just because it's Christmas, Christmas Eve. And I really believe that the angels want to provide for you and guide you during this next couple of days. So let's see what's your message? Archangel Haniel, moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. We do have a new moon that's going to be coming up. I think, yeah, very soon we're going to have a new moon. And the new moon is a time for planting your intentions. I'm not an astrologer, but I do like the moon cycles because they kind of keep me on track. The new moons are about planting new intentions. The full moons are about releasing things that no longer serve us. So, with this card and with the new moon coming, I believe that if you're watching my reading right now, there's a repetition of 8, 8. And so be sure to look up in the Google window or your favorite search and look for the spiritual meaning of 8 and of 88, because I do believe you're going to find a blessing there for you. Okay. So let's see. What do the cards have? What is it about the intentions that you're making right now that are so important as the year ends? Let's see. Okay. We have our Three of Wands. So, yes, you have been seeking, haven't you? You've been looking for something to develop, something to be here for you. And there's no, this is the ocean that Santa's looking out, and where's his sleigh, right? I mean, how is he supposed to get from here to there? He's looking out to the future. So I feel like there's part of you that's just been a little sad and a little bit disenchanted, like, oh, I'm so tired of waiting. And here we have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Okay, in the intention arena. All right, so this is exciting because you have been relying too much on your own understanding. Okay, even as you have created your desires, and there's things that you want to manifest, like you want to manifest a partner, or you want to manifest a better career, you want to manifest a new home, and you've set your sights and you have written down what it is that you're wanting, and you're just looking like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? But what you're not seeing is that there's a part of you that is guarded. Okay, there's these two swords to me represent anger and fear, okay, and the blindfold. So there's a blind spot. And even though you have, even with these three wands, you might have three things that you really want to see come forward for you in 2025. And you've been waiting a while. Is it a partner? Is it a new career? Is it reconciliation with a family member? Something you've been waiting for a long time. But the universe wants you to realize that part of your desires are caught up in fear and anger. That you, even though you might not be aware of it, there is an energy of overcautiousness. There's an energy of self sabotage where you don't even see what you aren't seeing. That there's a blindfold here, and even Santa looking the other way. You are not seeing some important clues. The cool thing is with this Ace of Swords is that there is victory coming here for you. I look at this purple garment. This is all about the spiritual energy that is the answer. Turning to your angels and to the divine will give you what you're needing. So, in the new moon energy that's coming, the intentions that you can put into the heavenlies, I would say, an intention to see the truth. I intend to see myself sabotage. I intend to recognize how I'm standing in my own way. I am setting an intention to have the universe ever so gently open the doors of my eyes so that I can see how I'm standing in my own way. This angel could easily just drop her arms and drop those swords. But there's something she's not seeing. Now, if it's love that you're looking for, and even if it's other kinds of prosperity, the way you can find out more is to see how strong your love magnetism is. How strong is your magnet for attracting love? How strong is your magnet for attracting prosperity? If you're not sure, I can help you. I do love magnet readings at no charge. I just give me 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes on the phone, and I can explain to you what your blind spot is. And I'm happy to do it. With the energy of the new moon that's coming, we can absolutely make some seeds. See all these seeds that are floating around the sword? Plant some new intentions where you can stop manifesting the opposite of what you're wanting. Tarot info, please, at Gmail. Send me a message. Let me know what's going on. Let's have a conversation. There's no charge, and it's nothing would make me happier than to meet you on the phone and help you understand that excuse me, that this energy of the moon at the end of the year could change your life path forever. Okay. Moving forward. Thank you, angels, for being so direct. I love that. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Sip my tea. Welcome to the reading. Those of you who just popped in, I'm happy that you're here. We're just doing a little bit of messaging around Christmas, what we can expect by the end of the year, what the angels have for you. Okay, let's go forward. Hold in your mind what it is that you wish you knew. If you had an angel knock on your door today and say, I have a message for you. Let's see what it is. Archangel Michael is stepping in for a second message. Thank you, Archangel Michael. We love you. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Okay, this is for someone who does not feel loved. This is someone who has been betrayed, or human beings have disappointed you. And if, quite frankly, you're just tired of it, it's not the first time it's happened, and you're just feeling a sense of loss and a sense of what's the point? What's the point? Whatever news you got in the last week or so has just been devastating. It's like so disappointing to see life turn out like it is. And these are times when Archangel Michael is most willing to step into place and guide us, because you know what? Humans are flawed creatures, and humans hurt other humans when they are hurting. And the Christmas season can be one that's very painful for some people. And they may act out in ways that are completely have nothing to do with you at all. And they're just simply having a bad season. Okay. So let's take a look at what the cards are saying. So we have the Empress. Beautiful. I love the Empress card. So Archangel Michael is saying, this is who you are, and gender doesn't matter, male or female, whatever gender you resonate with. This is a powerful manifesting energy. This is somebody who knows who she is, and she's fully equipped to bring peace into her own life. She knows where she came from, she knows where she's going. So when you have had news come in your life where people have disappointed you and humans are not what you hoped they would be, Archangel Michael is saying, this is who you really are. Just because humans aren't recognizing it doesn't change who you are. Okay? You've got to remember that you are a spirit having a human experience, and you're doing the best you can. And the same thing is happening with the other people in your life. They're having a human experience, and they may be, excuse me, they may be making mistakes and errors in judgment, and they may be finding fault with you, but that has nothing to do with who you are as a child of God. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, I'm just going to pull the third card before I go forward. This is beautiful. I'm so happy that you are watching this reading right now. Oh, great. Couldn't be better. That who are you? Who are you? Archangel Michael is here to say, don't you dare forget who you are, my friend. You are the Empress. God loves you so much. You were born for a reason, and there is a call on your life. As you live, people are watching you. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles is showing that you do need to make a transition. The need is to release the people and the experiences that have hurt you, stopped you, or pulled you back during this last maybe 6 months or so. Could be that all of 2024 has been filled with challenges. I understand that. But your goal right now is to reduce, to get rid of, to clear your life path for all that's coming in for you in 2025. This Eight of Cups, the art in this Christmas deck is just so profound to me, because if you put a name on each of these cups. So it would be a good idea. Grab a piece of paper. What eight people, places, things, and circumstances did not turn out the way you hoped throughout this last year? Write them down. Any changes, any things that did not work out. And notice that as Santa is leaving these behind, he is going on to something greater. Okay, so the promise for you, my dear viewer, is that this pruning, this cutting off of things that aren't working for you, will lift you to a place where you will see that you see this Empress energy resonant in you. And when you look in the mirror, you feel confident. And you know that as you're connected to spirit, there's nothing that can stop you. All right. So hang on, let me just look into it. The pentacles are the cards of money, of course. And it could be that this is showing that as you rid yourself of doubts and fears that are clinging to you, that financially there will be a windfall. But what I'm seeing more is in the area of love. I feel like the disappointments and betrayals of the past has set you up for some self-sabotage where you are believing what other people think about you rather than believing what the divine thinks about you. So take this seriously. A couple of affirmations that can work would be, even though I don't know how, I'm ready to advance right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm ready to take practical steps to prune my life right now. Now, the easiest thing to do, attack a closet. Take a closet in your home, take a drawer in your kitchen. You can do it with your refrigerator, but go through and get rid of what is no good anymore. Take a couple of boxes and make up a box of giveaway, throw away, and then keep. You could have three boxes: give away, throw away, and keep. The universe loves when we clear clutter. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's not. If you have been waiting and you want change, take care of it right in your own home. Clear the decks. Get rid of things that you're no longer using and donate them. Somebody else can use them. But it's time for you to prune the life that you thought you wanted so that you can take off for the life that is really your destiny. Okay. Fantastic reading. I feel like I'm a cheerleader today and that I'm representing that angelic energy and having you feel like you matter because you do. Archangel Michael, one of my very favorite angels. I just got a new deck of Archangel cards, and I'm going to be doing an entire reading for Archangel Michael real soon. Okay. But do Google Archangel Michael and let yourself read what a powerful angel he is, and the fact that many religions around the world all honor the archangels. Okay, it's a great uniter. Okay, let's go on to another. And Archangel Azrael is showing up for us today. Okay, Archangel Azrael, what is your message for my friends? Their Christmas message. 1111 is at the top of my screen as I'm looking right now, and that's a magical number, 1111. Be sure to Google that. What is the spiritual meaning of 1111? I believe it will uplift you. Thank you two guys for just peeking in. Welcome to the party. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we are all about grabbing those patterns that are holding us back and doing something about them. I used to be fish out of water tarot, so those of you who are just finding me again, thank you. And I chose this theme for 2025. This is just a preview because it's time to break patterns. And of course, the devil card comes out here and says, "Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. We're not breaking any patterns here. I like things just the way they are." Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull all these cards first. And the Two of Swords is repeated. Two of Swords has come out several times today. The idea of making making those decisions. Okay, so let's see what we have. All right, so Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and your wisdom. Okay, so what's happening here is that you have a voice inside of you who's been saying, "You can't do this. That, who do you think you are? You can't help anybody." Okay, if you hear voices like that inside, that's just a part of you. Like a friend and I are doing some work right now. We decided to call this part of us our heckler, the inner heckler. You know how if you go see a comedy show and somebody in the audience is hollering at the performer, that we have a part of us that just heckles us and picks on us and tells us, "Don't get your hopes up. No, 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 you can't do this." The reality is, though, you have had people coming for your advice for years. Maybe you're like me, and even back in high school, which is a gazillion years ago, I had friends that wanted me to write the letters to their boyfriends to break up. because I had a way with words even back then. And so I would write letters to their boyfriends for them. And I taught golf a few decades ago. And when I was teaching there would be people right there in front of me is hitting the golf ball and all of a sudden turn to me and with tears in their eyes and say, "My husband just left me." I was in an airport once, sitting there innocently minding my own business and sitting at a bar actually watching some golf on TV. And the woman next to me tapped me on the shoulder and said, "My dad died an hour ago." I mean, I don't know why this stuff always happened to me throughout my whole life, but it has. And so I eventually had to come to the place where, like, okay, even though my inner voice was like, "Who do you think you are?" My spiritual gift was, "You've got to step out, learn what your craft is, study. Are you a tarot reader? Are you a psychologist or counselor or social worker? What is it that you're doing to help people learn your skill? But the world needs you. Right now, the world needs people who understand spirit and understand energy. Now, it could be that you're partly there, that you have like taken the teeth out of the lion that you've from your past situations, you've been able to steal away with what it is that will serve you, but keep looking back, like when you keep looking back to where you came from, it can prevent you from going forward to what you're called to. Okay. You do have a decision to make. As I said before, if you've been here for a couple of these readings right now, we have this Two of Swords, which is very guarded and very almost indecisive, but more so guarded because it is hard sometimes to step out into your work, especially if family and friends are not supporting you. But as you learn to release the fear and doubt that you have, when you release the fact that people have misunderstood you for years, that you've always had a sense of how to guide people, and people have come to you for advice. And it's been difficult because some people need therapy and some people need to talk to a professional. And you need to be able to say, look, you need to talk to a professional. But there is a way for you to serve humanity being an advice giver and a helper. You need to legitimize your skill because if there's any "I can't do this" energy, you can take care of that by taking a class. If you're a reader, a tarot reader, a beginner, contact me. I would love to share with you on the phone or on WhatsApp where I could guide you a little bit on how to go forward. I'm happy to do that. Also, if you feel a low self-esteem and you feel like why would God choose you? Why not? I would say to you. But I help people feel their magnetism. Is there a natural magnetism that you have that would draw clients to you? If so, you can have a reading at no charge. I call it a love magnet reading, where I can help you understand how magnetic you are for what you're wanting to do. Because if your self-belief, if your beliefs about what it is you can do, if that's suppressed, it could put you into a spiral of this fear and doubt. Okay, so if you feel stuck, like you really want to step out and be in the helping professions and it's not happening, do contact me because in 15 or 20 minutes at no charge, I can help you see where your magnetism is. Okay. All right, let's go on. Thank you for being here, you guys. I love Christmas. Even though there are so many people in my life that I will not be seeing this Christmas because I have moved quite a bit, there are new friends and new connections that I meet everywhere I go. And there's more we have in common than separate us. That is so very, very true and a blessing. Okay, let's see what it is that the angels have for us right now. Archangel Sandalphon. Welcome, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So, what is it that you have been worried about? What is it that you've been really on your knees praying? Is there somebody in your family who's sick? Is there someone in your family who's just had a real loss that has broken their heart? Could it be there's somebody in your family that their career is being threatened, that they feel insecure at their job? Somebody that you love. You've been praying and praying. Have you been praying for your grandchildren? Let's take a peek, see how the cards can bless this Christmas message for my friend. The Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and then okay. All right, so what I'm picking up here is that yes, that you have definitely been praying for someone you know has been dissatisfied. And I'm picking up this is mostly at work right now, that there's a person that they are not happy about their work situation. They feel bored, they feel unappreciated. See how the snow is just stacking up on this person. So they're feeling out in the cold. They may feel it's been unfair because the people at the bosses, the people who own the company are not easy to deal with, and this has just been a continuing issue. And you, as their loved one, you have been seeing their pain, and you're over here on the sideline, and you're juggling, trying to figure out what is the best way to help your person. You love them so much, and it's hurting you to know how miserable they are and how underappreciated they are. This could be someone who's got kind of that melancholy personality where they are always kind of the sour side, kind of always complaining. And that's hard for you because you're a person who's more lighthearted and you understand that life is more of a game and you have to be flexible. You have to juggle. You can't stay stuck in one place. You need to be able to be creative and to understand that it's not always easy, but it's something we need to do with our professional life because we have to pay the bills. So I really admire you because you want them to make that choice. So you have been praying, 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 praying that your person would find their resolution. On the other side of this, we have this moon card and the card of being confused and being out in the dark, like not able to see what it is that is right before their eyes. So the universe is here. Archangel Sandalphon is here to give you a message. You cannot change your person. Remember, I started off the morning is about 90 minutes ago now, and I said the big key to the messages today are to recognize what you can change what you can, and have the wisdom to know the difference between those two things. And this card really repeats that theme that change this there are things that you can change, there are things you cannot change, right? And when we have somebody in our life whose life path is taking them into confusion because they are dissatisfied, this is one of the things you cannot change. And people will ask me sometimes, can I manifest for another person? Can I step in and manifest for them? And I would say in a way, yes, because by supporting them with love and guidance and also detachment, not being codependent with them, that yes, indeed, you could be participating in their manifestation. But let me give you a different idea. Right? There's something called the law of assumption. And the law of assumption, it's related to the law of attraction. But what it does is it allows your mind and your imagination to visit the time when this is already solved. Okay. So how you do that is creating some intention, excuse me, some affirmations And this is my favorite way to go about it. Even though I don't know how, my person is completely satisfied now. Even though I don't know how, my person is finally happy now. Even though I don't know how, my person is working it out right now. The cool thing about using that kind of affirmation is that it one day it will be true because life evolves. And whether your person chooses to stay frozen and miserable for a while, or if they make the choice to stay in gratitude and use this opportunity to learn what they need to learn, break through that confusion and move on. The truth is that one day this will be resolved. And so by saying it out loud, in fact, you can do it in front of the mirror. That's really powerful. Even though I don't know how, my person's doing so much better now. Try it. And also gratitude. I am so grateful for everything that my person is going through right now. I'm grateful that I can stand separate and support them with prayer. I'm grateful that the universe sends angels to help our loved ones. And then switch over to your own house. I love my bed. I love my walls. I love the art. I love my dog. I'm reaching back here. Murphy has been so quiet throughout all these readings this morning. Bless your heart. Good boy. What are the things that are working in your life right now? Take a bath and soak in gratitude, as well as just affirming you're separate from your person. Even though I don't know how, I'm not worried about my person right now. There's real magic to starting your affirmations with even though, and then making a little poem. It's just soothing to the heart. Okay. There is victory here. This confusion that they're in is part of their life walk, and you can't fix that. It's part of who they are. Okay. All right, my friends, that's it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm going to go get myself a little breakfast and just have a beautiful holiday season. Make the best of it. Be grateful. Understand the universe is right here, right now, loving on you. Okay, my dear friends, be blessed. I will see you on the next live. And thank you so much for spending time with me today. I love you.